Exploring unwelcoming destinations where Americans might not feel at home. Unveiling the unwelcoming stance of North Korea against American visitors is to delve into a history of political antagonism and ideological differences. The Hermit Kingdom's strict policies reflect its guarded isolationism and deep-seated mistrust of Western influences, particularly those from the United States. This has resulted in stringent restrictions on American tourists, making it a challenging destination for those seeking to explore its secretive society. Iran's perspective on American tourists is complex, rooted in decades of political tensions and mutual suspicion. The country's rich cultural tapestry and historical sites contrast sharply with the government's cautious approach towards American visitors. This caution stems from a long history of diplomatic disputes and economic sanctions, which have shaped Iran's policy of unwelcomeness towards Americans, reflecting broader geopolitical frictions. Syria's policy on American visitors is intricately tied to the country's ongoing conflict and its political stance against the US. The disinclination towards Americans is a reflection of the complex web of international relations, security concerns, and the Syrian government's view of American foreign policy. This makes Syria a difficult landscape for American tourists, underpinning the broader challenges of understanding and engaging with a nation in turmoil. Venezuela's view on American visits is deeply influenced by political tensions and ideological differences that have strained bilateral relations for years. The country's economic challenges, coupled with a volatile political climate, make it a contentious destination for American tourists. This environment reflects the broader dynamics of US-Venezuela relations, underscoring the political underpinnings of travel advisories and restrictions. Afghanistan's stance on American tourists is not just a matter of policy, but a reflection of the country's complex history with the United States. The security concerns, political instability, and ongoing conflict have made Afghanistan a highly risky destination for American visitors. These factors are a stark reminder of the historical and current reasons Americans are advised to stay away, highlighting the intricate interplay between international relations and individual safety. Cuba's cold shoulder traces back to the decades-long embargo, deeply impacting the tourist flow from the US. The political standoff has not only strained relations, but significantly influenced American tourists' experiences. Sudan's complex relationship with the US unfolds a narrative of cautious interaction. Historical conflicts and ongoing tensions have sculpted a reality where American visitors often navigate a landscape of uncertainty. Libya presents a stark backdrop for American visitors, rooted in political unrest and security concerns. The intricate dynamics of its governance and international relations render it a challenging destination for US citizens. The Yemeni perspective on American travelers is heavily influenced by security issues. The ongoing conflict has heightened risks, making it imperative for Americans to reconsider travel plans to this region. Somalia's situation is marked by a high risk of terrorism and piracy, posing significant safety threats to American tourists. The volatile security environment underscores the advisability for US citizens to avoid travel to the region. Revealing Russia's reasoning behind its chilly reception towards American tourists involves understanding the historical and current geopolitical tensions. These complexities influence visa regulations and general attitudes towards Americans, making travel somewhat daunting. Pakistan's perspective on American travelers is shaped by a delicate balance of diplomacy and security concerns. The intricate relationship between the two countries impacts the level of welcome Americans can expect. The Belarus barrier is not just geographical, but deeply political. American visitors find themselves navigating through a landscape marked by political disputes and a government wary of Western influence. Iraq offers a unique insight into how ongoing conflict and security issues have profound implications for American tourists. The country's rich history is overshadowed by safety concerns, making travel advisories cautionary. Understanding the Central African Republic's caution towards American visitors requires acknowledging the complex socio-political environment. The nation's challenges have led to advisories that suggest Americans reconsider their travel plans. Exploring the reasons behind China's increasingly cool reception to Americans reveals a complex web of geopolitics, trade tensions, and mutual suspicions. Historical events and current affairs have strained relations, impacting tourism and exchanges. Turkey's stance towards American tourists is shaped by a rich tapestry of historical connections and contemporary disputes. Navigating these relations requires understanding the delicate balance between past alliances and present-day tensions. Lebanon's outlook on American visitors is influenced by a myriad of factors, including political affiliations, regional conflicts, and historical events. The nation's diverse landscape mirrors its complex stance towards Americans. The dynamics of diplomatic relations between Saudi Arabia and the United States have a direct impact on American travel to the kingdom. Oil, politics, and regional security issues intertwine, affecting tourism and business visits. Deciphering North Macedonia's subtle coolness towards American tourists involves understanding its historical context and current political climate. Despite its discrete nature, this stance reflects broader regional influences and internal dynamics.